Welcome to my channel. Today, I'm going to share a story that happened to me and my friends a few years ago. Everything I'm about to tell you really happened, and to this day, none of us can explain what exactly occurred that night. Before we begin, make sure you're ready to hear a true and rather unsettling story. Please support the channel with a like and a subscription. Now, let's get into it. We never saw him again. My name is Alex, and this story happened when I was still in high school. My friends and I used to explore abandoned places. It was exciting, a little creepy, but we never encountered anything truly terrifying. That is, until the night we went to an old abandoned railway station just outside town. We'd had our eye on that station for a while, and one evening we finally decided to check it out. There were all sorts of strange rumors about it. Some people even said folks had gone missing there. We didn't really believe that part. Usually it was the three of us, John, Emma, and me. But that time, someone new joined us, Jason. He was a friend of Emma's, a quiet guy but friendly. It was our first time exploring with him. We met him near the station. He was already waiting for us when we arrived. By the time we got there, it was already pretty dark. The atmosphere was eerie, broken windows, peeling paint, total silence, except for our breathing and the occasional rustle of small animals deeper inside the building. We decided to go down into the tunnel under the station. In hindsight, not the best idea. It could have collapsed or been blocked off, but at the time it felt like the perfect place to start our exploration. John had found an old camera with a flashlight, and he walked behind us, recording everything unusual. It was pitch black in the tunnel. We turned on our flashlights, but it was still scary. Jason seemed the most nervous at first, cracking jokes here and there. But weirdly, he kept the group calm. He actually handled it better than the rest of us. It was clear he'd done this sort of thing before. The tunnels were damp and narrow. The flashlight beams twisted the shadows into strange shapes. We could only hear our voices and footsteps. Hours went by, and we never reached the end of the tunnel, or any door. Just endless corridor. At one point, it felt like we were gradually moving downhill, like we were heading deeper and deeper underground. But we never reached a bottom. Eventually, we all felt it. It was time to turn back. We'd spent hours wandering, and all we'd seen were pipes and debris. Then we heard a loud, dull noise up ahead. In our flashlight beams, we saw the tunnel start to crumble, or at least part of the ceiling fell in. Maybe it was just that one section, maybe not. But we were exhausted, scared, and so we ran. Strangely, the way back took only 10 minutes. Outside, the sky was already getting light. That didn't make sense. We had been walking down for nearly 3 hours, and yet we ran back in 10 minutes, as if the tunnel wasn't as deep as it had seemed. But the worst part? We realized we'd left Jason behind. Maybe he fell behind as we ran. Maybe he got caught in the collapse. We weren't sure. We started shouting, "Jason, Jason!" No answer, just silence. We were ready to go back in, but John said, "Wait, let's check the footage. I was recording everything. We might see when Jason disappeared." So while we shouted into the tunnel, John rewound the video. Then he called us over. "Guys, Jason's not in the footage." "Yeah, we lost him in the tunnel," I said. "No, I mean, he's not in the footage at all." We crowded around the screen. He rewound all the way to the beginning. And sure enough, in every shot where we were supposedly talking to Jason, no one was there. We were talking to empty space, and the clips where John filmed us from behind, just our voices echoing, laughing at nothing. I remembered Jason telling us some dumb story about a pineapple, but in the video, no one was talking. We were laughing at silence. Goosebumps ran down my back. "Okay, wait a minute," I said. "Emma, he's your friend, right? You brought him?" "I thought he was your friend," she said. "Mine? Then who invited him?" We both turned to John. "Don't look at me," he said. "I thought he was with one of you. I've never seen him before." We all just froze. I suggested we go back to the tunnel entrance, at least take a look. The sun was rising, and the light was creeping into the tunnel. After a little hesitation, the others agreed. But when we looked inside, the tunnel was completely different. Only 10 meters in, it was full of old construction equipment, scaffolding, support beams. And beyond that, it was completely caved in. The collapse looked ancient, like it had happened years ago. The next day, we met at school. We tried to remember anything about Jason's life. Nothing. Emma searched old newspapers for accidents at that station. Still nothing. The only proof Jason ever existed was us. We never explored abandoned places again. We still hiked together sometimes, but we never set foot in another ruin. That night changed everything. And sometimes I wonder, could he have been a shared hallucination? Was the tunnel really that deep? Did we really talk to someone, or just think we did? So who, or what, was Jason? And why did he disappear? That's it for today. Let me know in the comments. What do you think happened to Jason? I've got plenty more stories like this one, so don't forget to subscribe and hit the like button. See you soon.